Good morning, everyone. Bob Perry of Strafford. Once again, I'm producing these videos to provide the public with a flavor for what these certain bills are about. This morning's presentation, and I'm reading from the document that I presented about 2 hours ago to the Senate Election Law and Municipal Affairs Committee on Senate Bill 90. Mr. Chairman and members of the committee, I speak in support of SB90. As I read the analysis of this bill, I asked myself, what's not to like? This bill represents what the majority of New Hampshire inhabitants want, consistent with what good government is about, and what this legislature has the opportunity and capacity to deliver. The provision in Part Roman 1 at new section 1414 small d makes the process fair and equitable. Any resources, which would include software developed from taxation, would need to be made available to the major parties in both chambers. If I were to make a suggestion based on my experience serving on the House Special Committee on Redistricting in 2011-2012, it would be to add the word concurrent with regard to the distribution of those resources. In other words, everyone received these resources at the same time. This section does not restrict either party from procuring resources not developed through taxation, which also makes the process a fair horse race. The provision in Part Roman 2, also at new section 1414 small d, requires that maps considered or created be made available to the public on a public internet website. I am confident such a requirement is within the realm of the state's technical ability to produce. In the last redistricting process, again, as member of the Special Committee on Redistricting, myself and others were asked to represent the committee at public hearings scheduled in the various counties. Please don't hold me to it, but my memory is I attended at Carroll and Belknap counties. However, the provision for website access would greatly enhance the public's opportunity to follow the process almost in real time and be able to view map creation as it evolves, comparing the latest version with previous versions. The provision in Part Roman 3, also at new section 1414 small d, would provide for public access to legislative meetings, not just confined to viewing, but public comment authorized. We have all become accustomed in the last year to the benefits and ease of participating in meetings held by video streaming. I will take this opportunity to thank those who have made virtual attendance so streamlined and accessible to the viewing and participating public this session. This is a common sense, good government bill benefiting all legislators involved in the drafting of maps and with active public participation in determining the final product. That was the end of my presentation. I will quickly note here that in the process that took, the redistricting process that took place 10 years ago, approximately, the software was not made available to everyone in either party, which is why I stress the word the concurrent sharing of information. In other words, information shared at the same time. Also, when I mentioned Carroll and Belknap counties, those were public hearings meant to provide the public with up-to-date information on the redistricting process. We did not have maps to show anyone. We were not up to date, and therefore the public was not up to date. Thus, the importance of this bill, the passage of this bill. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I will add to the presentation by indicating that the reason we were not up to date with the information to provide the public, therefore the public was not up to date on what was happening in this process, is because these maps were created by a small number of legislators. So there were many legislators on both sides of the aisle who were not privy to the latest information, and thus the importance for the passage of this bill, Senate Bill 90. Again, thank you for listening and watching.